Maybach, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent?
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Packers of Mexico City. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Love going to throw right away. And his first pass is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The Packers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Love now on second down. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
On third down, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Well, he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defense defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. You look at this Packers defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, it's Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 22. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
2nd and 6. Now Prescott. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here's a 2nd and 8. Gibson again. Oh, fighting off the defender. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. A starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him down, and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 2nd and 8. Glove. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run with Mitchell. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. A give to Gibson running right. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now left side on the swing pass. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion, the tight end. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Gibson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. Point after here coming up. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Play action this time with Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 45 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Red, yellow. 6, Madden. Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Love from the gun. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Okay, Frank.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Love now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Luke Musgrave, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
The goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
25 yards that time. Prescott to throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this throw will be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? He wanted the penalty.
I am so confused right now. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
4-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
We'll be in the game. Okay. This is
Are they even paying attention?
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. A gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Once more, Gibson fights forward for only about a yard after the 21.
I have to think a major focus in the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Play fake. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
A give running right, Gibson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On the draw, it's Gibson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Love, they go play action now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Carlson on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Prescott to throw on 4th. That is caught. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. There he goes, left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 79 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Prescott on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball secured. Don't turn it over.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Love. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Love. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport stay. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he converted them.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, Want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Following the interception, Love. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
Off the play fake, Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Here's second down and 3. Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Dak. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now Dak. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually had to get some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort for them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. This looks like a free play for Prescott. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of